Okay, hello. I'm Mr. Gill. Welcome to not really an episode, a kind of in-between episode of Mr. Gill Plays Minecraft Aquatic. I've just finished recording episode 4, I think. And what I wanted to do now is just talk a little bit about the lore. See, I tried to change my game mode there, you can see that. And I forgot that I'd put this on a single-player world in Minecraft, not on any special servers or anything like that. So I can't, and that's fine. That's good. I did that on purpose, but it would have been nice to be able to fly now, but I can't, so too bad. But what I want to talk about, and we're not doing anything this episode, and it's going to be quick, hopefully, is the underlying lore, mythology, history of what this world is going to be developed into. I posted on my Instagram the other day a list of episode kind of titles going up to, I think, episode 30 or 40 or 50. I think I've written down at least 50 episodes. And what I want to achieve for each episode. Now, of course, some episodes are ambitious and won't get done in one episode, so maybe it'll be 2, so that doesn't really matter so much. But it was more the idea of building this kind of history for this world. So we're standing now in what we're going to call Wood City. And that's only a temporary name. We'll probably come up with a better name. But for now, this is Wood City. And over there, as I've said in previous episodes, we have... actually, this is going to be Wood Town. Wood Town is better because it's not a city. But over here, we're going to build this Ice City. And this is not really going to be an ice city. More, it signifies a drowned, flooded city. So say, think, 100, 200 years in the future. 300 years, 500 years, I don't know, 1,000 years in the future. But this city, big city, used to stand here. And we're going to signify that by using these ice blocks, because I think they kind of look cool underwater, just with this effect and the way that the textures and stuff have changed for 1.13. I think that's going to be good. So we're going to build this giant, ruined, flooded city, skyscraper city, with a road going that way and that. But all around it and inside it and in various places, we're going to put portals. So the idea is that a calamity befell this civilization that lived in this city. It was flooded. I don't know what sort of calamity. We'll think of that. And the people escaped. So they escaped through portals. And all the portals lead to different places. So some people escaped through a portal and they arrived here, which is kind of close. Might be too close for a portal, but I think we should be able to work it out. And they arrived here, and this is where they built this little settlement. And let's say they've been here a couple of hundred years, so we'll need to, landscape this up a little bit more and stuff like that. But this is where the Wood City people live, the Wood Town people live, But there was thousands of other people, and they all went through different portals. So then we have lots of different opportunities here. So my idea is that we could go through one portal, and that could take us to, say, the Dome City. Okay, so the Dome City is actually the big one that we kind of planned this whole thing around anyway, is that I wanted to build underwater in a big dome, and that's still going to be the plan. But so some group of these people went through into the Dome City, and the Dome City is going to be well off over there, on the other edge of this ocean, I believe. And it's going to be huge domes, and then connecting little domes all around it like spokes on a wheel. And that's going to be like the high technology place. Yeah, there's going to be like loads of high industrial kind of farms and all of my stuff and things that make it. And that'll be kind of the main base. However, each town will be self-contained. So I should be able to come to this town, and there will be diamonds and things that I need and food and all of that kind of jazz. Obviously, in some towns, this town will have a lot more wood than the dome's going to have. So if I need to build out of wood, I'm going to grab it. But predominantly, I want to build in the biomes out of the things from the biomes. So we're building wood here because there was a forest, which I pretty much took down, but we'll replant most of that. Over there, the dome, we're going to build that out of a lot of glass, obviously, underwater, glass, and maybe some ice, and maybe a prismarine and stuff like that. So that's going to be then the Dome City. Then what we're going to do is going to do lots of cool stuff. So eventually, of course, we're going to fight the dragon, and we'll get into the end, and we're going to build an end city. Okay, so that city is obviously going to be built out of end blocks, and probably I'm going to try populate it with trapped endermen, and I might try get some villagers in here at some point as well. I will build an end city, and that's going to be great, and that's where some of these people went as well. They went to the end city, and they mutated into the enderman. over time. Then we're going to find a woodland mansion, and we're going to build a wizard's kind of city. I guess there were some magical people in this place, and they went there into the wizard city. Then we're going to find a big kind of extreme hills biome, not too close to here. I think probably a little bit further away. I think if we go that way quite a while, there's a bigger extreme hills, and we're going to build like a war city, which is going to be kind of cool. I think that's going to be like where lots of soldiers went, and that's going to be like, you know, pretty much a kind of castle built into a hill type of thing. That city is actually going to be connected to another city, which I'm going to call Slave City, and that's definitely going to be populated by villagers, and that's going to be, I don't know, it's just going to be kind of, because the War City guys are not going to be producing their own stuff. They're ready for war. But yeah, there'll be a little slave city attached to them. We will also go back into the Nether, and we're going to create a Nether village. And that obviously will use some zombie pigmen. Again, mutated maybe, just like the Enderman mutated. Who are you? What are you doing here? Where'd you come from? That's odd. I've never seen a turtle here before. He must have been away and now he's come back. If you had a friend, I'd breed you, but you don't have a friend, do you? No? Okay, fine. That's cool. Yeah, so then there'll be a Nether village, which will be awesome. At that point, we're going to have what? 1, 2, the dome. 3, the end city. 4, war city. 5, slave city. 6, Nether city. At that point, what I might do is make this a bit bigger, because I think by that point I will run out of space for portals and things to connect and all that kind of stuff, but that's fine. And then we're going to go, oh, we've got the woodland wizard place as well, which we're going to finish off. Then we're going to build a sand city. Obviously we need somewhere in the sand, and then we're going to build, I guess, like a sky city. I'm thinking that one portal went up into the clouds, and obviously, I don't remember turning clouds off. Video settings, clouds on, clouds fast, clouds fancy, done. Back to game. Very fancy clouds, very nice. Yeah, so we'll build a cloud city up there, and obviously use like wool and stuff like that to kind of, but it won't be here, it'll be somewhere, I don't know, wherever it'll be, wilds away. And then I think after Cloud City, that's about it. That'll be all the cities, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 cities. And they're all going to be connected. Now, all of them are not really going to know about each other. So they'll be connected through the portals, but nobody uses the portals. Maybe the wizards will use the portals, but they'll be connected through the portals, but they won't be connected like in the overworld. You won't be able to walk from one city to another, because if you could, then War City would probably have taken over all the other cities, or something like that, or Wizard City would have taken over all the other cities. But it's just this kind of diaspora. I can never say that word right. Diaspora. I don't know what that word is. Of this whole civilization now being spread out across the world and living in kind of different areas, biomes and things. I don't know what's happening with these turtles. I cannot grow a turtle for the life of me, which I think is going to be pretty cool. And now I've based a lot of this kind of idea, lore is kind of, I guess, from a few of the books I read. Thinking a little bit about like Robert Jordan, The Wheel of Time, you know, kind of like this, maybe this city will be built again in the future. But this is kind of like after the breaking of the world type of thing. Also thinking of, there's a book called Shades of Grey by an author called Jasper Fforde, which again is about some sort of world disaster. And people have kind of gone back to roots, and there's lots of different types of people they can only see in certain colors. It's quite an interesting book. You should look it up. And then, you know, lots of other stuff as well, you know, kind of influences the idea. So there might be little bits and pieces that come from some of those books into here. I'm definitely thinking Robert Jordan, there is a giant statue, a hand holding a globe, a crystal globe, which is kind of integral in the book. I think it's called the Trollmacking statue. I never say that right. I don't know. It's a made up word anyway. But that I might build that somewhere as well, just because it's cool, which would be nice. But yeah, that's generally the idea. So this is, you know, this is a long-term kind of project, not as huge and long-term as, say, the Let's Build Stockholm thing that I still have going on, which is slowly. I'm lucky if once a week I can clear 1,000 blocks. Basically, that's what I kind of aim at. 1,000 blocks a week to clear. Yeah, which is taking me ages. But yeah, it's not going to be as big as that, but it is going to be pretty cool, I think. So let me know what you think down low. And if you have any suggestions, or especially maybe names for things. But I really want to kind of develop this lore over, I don't know, a few months, next year or something like that, and see what we can get going, because I think it's quite fun. And I've had a lot of fun just kind of building out this little city here, or town. And it's about half done. There's still quite a lot to make. But I've had a lot of fun doing that, and I think it's going to be really cool to then move on from here and keep me interested as well in building. Move on from here and go do the dome, which is going to be completely different styles. Actually, we're going to be able to have machines and farms in there. Here, we can't have an automated farm. It'll just look weird in a wood town that they've got, a mob farm or something sitting there. That's just not right. Whereas in the industrial dome city, they could definitely have something like that. But yeah, so that's the idea. I just wanted to kind of talk about it because I'm quite happy and excited about it. And I think it sounds like it all fits and connects well. It's not highly original or anything like that, but I think it's going to be really fun. So yeah, if you like it, let me know, and let me know your thoughts. But otherwise, I'll see you again in the next episode. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Bye.